With a second consecutive victory over the Super Bowl weekend, Michel Therrien's team is flirting with first place in the East. The table is set. At stake, a position atop the Eastern Conference. And they know who they're up against.
So one thing for sure, this team over there, they don't like us. But one thing for sure, rivalry, they're fun. That's okay.
24CH The Series is brought to you by Bell. Watch 24CH on the screen of your choice.
You know, it's no surprise to anyone that there's a big rivalry there.
That's always one of the best games you play during the season. Obviously, it's a divisional game. You know, Boston, Montreal.
Quand on affronte Boston, les matchs sont toujours intenses.
That's probably one of our biggest rivals, so it's something that I'm really looking forward to be a part of. And
they have their own identity.
I'm Boston.
In-your-face hockey, and we're just starting to create our own identity.
You know, very physical and emotional games, and you know, the crowds are going to be into it.
Lucic, power forward, Krejci, playmaker, Orton, good all the way around player, offensively, defensively. Campbell, grinder, Bergeron, smart, defensively, sticking a sniper. Burki, small, little player, one-on-one, defensive zone, talented AHL players. Kelly and Peverley, two-way player.
The players are going to be fired up to get it going again.
And you know, all their defense, probably the new guy coming up, it's Hamilton. He's coming up, you know, like even offensively and defensively.
I like them all.
It's a rivalry for the new guys. Rivalry, they're fun. Junior, I'm sure you guys played rivalry. Who was your rivalry?
Chilliwack and then Victoria.
You, Sonia?
London Knights.
London Knight, more fun game. Buster, Rangers. What was your rivalry? Jersey. Rivalry bring you the best. Emotionally, you gotta stay focused.
Bragging rights over NHL rankings is added to the boiling cauldron of rivalry and animosity which already exists between these two teams. It's early in the season, and this team is eager to prove itself.
All right, one thing for sure, they can't match up our speed. They can't match up our tempo, and especially our pace that we want to play. We want to play a north-south game. And the way we're going to play, they're going to get frustrated. All right, let's go. Come on.
The Canadiens mount a lion-hearted charge to begin the game. Their relentless attack on the Bruins' net cannot penetrate their defenses. Finnish goaltender Tuukka Rask. After the first period, the teams have played to a scoreless stalemate. For coach Michel Therrien and his assistant Jean-Jacques Daigneault, the adjustments are constant.
C'est ça. Va chercher. Amel, recule-les. T'es à la bonne place?
They continue despite a strong first period. Against the Bruins, a system breakdown would be costly.
I want to show you something. Okay, get rolling, Mario. Okay, we're battling. Stop it. Okay, now we're battling. Okay? So what we're looking for is to try to retrieve the puck, right? Okay? Okay, you look what you're doing. Go. Stop. You don't look for a hit. The hit will come. Okay? When there's gonna be a hit, the hit will come to you and you're gonna make that hit. But when there's time to retrieve the puck, you gotta retrieve that puck. If you were in a position to retrieve the puck wanna go out, no problem. Okay? Sometimes you get a tendency to go for that hit when there's no hit to be made. Okay?
Okay.
You're always like this.
So I should have just went in for the puck, though.
Yeah.
The puck was just right
That's
there.
our system. They shoot. See, David's got the battle. You go in and support whoever dig that puck out. All right, BK.
Okay.
Come on, man.
Keep pushing that pace. They can't keep up with that type of pace.
The Canadiens' efforts finally bear fruit. A shot from PK Subban in the second period. But this seems merely to awaken the bear. The Bruins slowly take control of the game. Despite leading the opponent, this change in momentum is not lost on the coaching staff.
Pourri cette période-là.
Jesus, I was shooting for Borges' stick. Right. I swear to God, Borges, if you were like this, I was shooting for his stick.
Yeah, we're losing so many easy battles.
Best line is Heller. Honestly, that was not our best period, we all know. Okay, but good teams always find a way to get lead, and it's exactly what happened to us. There was no one to forecheck, so that's why it's always easy breakout for them. And we can play for first place in our conference. Come on, let's go, come on, let's go.
The Bruins do not take the third period lightly. Earlier doubts come to life.
Richie in front scores, Tyler Seguin, and just like that, 14 seconds into the third, and the Bruins get even.
You always got to face that play.
In no time, the Bruins take control of the game and will never look back. Boston makes a statement. At this moment, at this stage of the season, their well-oiled machine will not be passed by the Montreal Canadiens. But the Habs have no time to lick their wounds. In 24 hours, they will be playing in Buffalo, where the Sabres are rattling. Michel Therrien will juggle his lineup. A young player will return from purgatory. Ryan White's aggressive style became reckless against Ottawa and had a direct effect on the match. He needs to regain his coach's confidence.
It's always a fine line you gotta walk every night, and you know, for me, I've always had trouble doing that, but it's a lesson I gotta learn, and you know, just focus on working hard and bringing energy again tonight, just keep it on the right side of that line.
Tonight, the Canadiens show no effect of their defeat to the Bruins. Halfway through the third period, they have a comfortable 2-goal lead. Ryan White is playing an impeccable game of controlled aggression. But heavyweight Steve Ott doesn't hesitate to test the youngster's control. In a moment of impulse, White suffers a relapse. The Sabres take advantage of White's penalties to tie the game in dramatic fashion. One player's mission was to convince his coach of his newfound discipline.
On pensait que c'était un bon temps pour rentrer Ryan White. C'était pas été ma meilleure décision.
The Canadiens lose in a shootout. Back in Montreal, the coaching staff's expectations are spelled out for Ryan White. It's clear his passion is a vital ingredient in the team's winning recipe. He'll simply have to remove some of the spice from his aggression. He'll manage. Survivors in this sport learn from their errors and never repeat them. That the players understand perfectly.
I told him, I think I've been there a few times also. You know, he's a young guy, I think. I don't know how old he is. I think he's 23 years old.
C'est un gars que j'ai vécu beaucoup de choses avec. J'étais dans les mineurs avec lui, puis tout ça, on a monté ensemble, on a vécu les mêmes choses. Puis présentement, on vit un peu les mêmes choses aussi. Lui, ça va moins bien, moi, ça va moins bien un petit peu. Fait qu'on essaie de s'encourager là-dedans. Au niveau humain aussi, ça reste... les gens oublient ça des fois, puis c'est normal. Nous, on se doit de faire notre job, puis c'est à nous de s'en sortir en s'encourageant.
He's part of our family. We're going to be there to support him, to back him up.
Je t'aime. Je t'aime, toi. Très, très much.
A little bit of DJ Tiesto, house, Saturday night.
For Alex Galchenyuk, there is never a question about altering his pre-game ritual. Even on a Saturday night when the Canadiens host their arch-rivals at the Bell Centre.
Jump, boys, jump, 8 in your face, hockey.
Voilà, même ça, mais j'ai hâte de voir comment est-ce que l'année dernière va réagir. Petit meeting un matin.
Oh, wait, David. Allez. I'm sure it's good. Better.
Discipline. It's always a key factor. This is a team that show a lot of discipline so far. You don't take a lot of penalties. If we spend night in the box, we're gonna be in trouble.
The objective is simple. Put an end to the season's first losing streak.
Accueillons nos Canadiens!
The night is off to a bad start.
It's all right. We need 3 goals to win the game.
Very bad.
It's a wake-up call. It's their wake-up call. Come on.
This game's beginning at home. Facing a familiar adversary could be a fatal blow.
Push back hard. Let's get our feet moving here, boys. Defenders. They are.
You guys wants to win this game?
Yes.
If I have to go with 7 forwards and 4 defense to finish the game, I will. If guys don't want to play, they ain't gonna play. Are we clear? We're here to win. Let's go.
The second period is a carbon copy of the first.
What the is going on?
The Leafs show no mercy. Morale is low. With nothing left to say, the coaches decide on a positive approach.
You guys gonna go, I'm not gonna go. If they go, let you guys know we need another 20 or a shot. You never know.
The Maple Leafs add insult to injury during the third period, in front of Montreal fans on a Saturday night. On top of this humiliating defeat, General Manager Marc Bergevin is facing 3 straight losses under his tutelage. It is said that through difficult trials, a team builds its character. But in a shortened calendar, this skid could prove devastating. The club would have hoped to leave for Florida in a more positive state of mind.
C'est une très mauvaise performance qu'on a joué ce soir.
Two days after the humiliating defeat at the hands of their Toronto rivals, the Canadiens leave the country. They head to the southeastern United States. Normally, the balmy Florida weather alone would be enough to make this trip a welcome break. But getting out of a city like Montreal, which lives and breathes with its hockey team, is all the more necessary after a 3-game losing streak.
Daniel Day-Lewis, one of my favorite actors.
Hey, bud, check
you don't. No, I am. You got it?
He's not cheating. The bad players, I don't want to point out things.
It's this kind of pressure which motivates veterans to lighten the team atmosphere. Two rookies are the first victims. Mysteriously, their shirts seem to lose themselves on the way down south. But in Florida, the solution is simple.
Can we go to games like that?
Even during a losing streak or away from home, this team can always rely on the unconditional support of its fans. On this occasion, Lars Eller is the day's celebrity.
Je suis une grande partisane des Canadiens et mon grand-père a commencé toute l'histoire des autographes en 1917. Mon joueur favori dans tout le monde, c'est Lars Eller. Je l'aime bien. Il a beaucoup de talent, là, puis il faut le découvrir. Ah, mon amour! J'espère qu'il va signer. Lars, you are the love of my life. I think you're just wonderful, and I really like a couple of goals tonight.
I'll try my best, I promise.
Remember like you did in Montreal when you skated around after you skate? Well, I want to see that tonight. Okay.
All right.
Lars, il est beau.
And can I get a picture with you for the same price?
Of course you can. On this trip, Marc Bergevin's expectations couldn't be more clear.
Les deux prochains matchs sur la route, pour moi, c'est important, voir le caractère des joueurs, comment on va répondre à ça après une performance comme on a eu samedi à Montréal.
The first leg of the trip is against the Lightning's powerful offense.
I'll make myself a favor, and I'll make you guys a favor. We're not going to review her last game. It's pretty simple tonight. Our best player is going to have to beat their best player. Our grinder is going to have to beat their grinder. Our goalie is going to make sure it's going to be better than the other one. When we were 6-2, okay, we were giving up 7, 8, 9, at the most 10 scoring chance a game. Lately, we're about 14, 15, 16, 17 scoring chance a game that we give up. Can win. If you come back after the game and we got 20 guys earning respect from their teammate, the way they play, the way they approach the game, the way they battle, we're gonna win this game. No doubt in my mind. So let's make sure we earn our respect. All right, come on, let's go.
Michel Therrien's team meets his expectations with brio. With a commanding 3-goal lead, the squad is steaming toward an easy victory until the ship begins to sprout leaks. With fewer than 6 minutes left, the Lightning ties the game. The match ends with a shootout. Michel Therrien has a strong hand to play. His shooter is David Desharnais. At the other end of the ice, Carey Price is unshakable. Despite the team eking out a victory, the Lightning's comeback is an irritant for management and a coaching staff with high ambitions. On road trips, each player has their own hotel room, unless you're a rookie.
It's fun to be us. Oh, it is. A good roommate would have known. I was born in Edmonton, lived there till I was 12. And then
Yeah, we don't usually have conversations, so it's kind of...
That's true.
We probably could live together for 2 years and I still would know where you're from, so...
And I know you're Russian. You're not American.
Yeah, so the person that was born in the United States is not American.
You have a Russian accent.
That's a good thing. So if you have an accent, you're not a citizen of the country?
No, I would say that's where you're from. How many years did you live in Russia?
6.
That's it?
Yeah?
Never mind. Maybe you are American.
Yeah.
Russia's all techno.
Yeah, and yeah. People think we're friends, but I mean, if I had a chance to drop the gloves against the guy, I would do it right away.
It'd be the last mistake you'd have a chance to make.
I actually don't mind living with a roommate. It's kind of, I feel it'd be weird living on the road by yourself because we're the only guys that have a roommate, and it's kind of, like I said before, he's a boring individual, but it's better than nothing. It's kind of funny because we're not friends on Facebook.
Are we actually not?
Yeah.
I don't add people. My first time in Florida.
Yeah, you should mix in a tan. Look a little pale, yeah.
Oh yeah, you're the one to talk.
I've never seen a person like that. He has the loudest alarm ever.
Listen, see, it's so quiet.
I woke up at this part. Like the...
You wake up here?
Yeah.
Wow, it gets a lot more. See how it picks up? And then it starts.
See that second one?
Now it starts to get annoying a little bit. It's a pretty good alarm.
So that guy, he's laying not even like a feet away from it, and he's just like sleeping with it for like 5 minutes. And I'm like going nuts, and he like can't hear it. Like I almost want to like throw that phone in the ocean, man. But, I mean, people was asking me on Twitter a lot why I wasn't really that excited. They don't know how excited I was inside, but I didn't want to show my feelings. I mean, people like, if I had the same opportunity, I would probably be jumping around and stuff, but I mean, I'm trying to keep it low-key a little bit, be more mature with it.
We go and sit on the bench before every game, talk it out. It's about all I do before games. Kind of go through my same warm-up. Just make sure you're ready.
There is surprising chemistry between these two players. To end this trip on a high note, young Galchenyuk gives an overtime gift to René Bourque.
Rapidement, Kulikov le surveille bien. Galchenyuk le prend. Il a monté le bondi. Il a mis.
René Bourque's goal, along with Florida's ocean breeze, helps heal the Montreal Canadiens. The team seems to have pushed through this first crisis, but the challenges add up. The 2013 Montreal Canadiens story is beginning to write itself. Chapter after chapter builds at a frenetic pace during this short season. For now, the team is on solid footing in the Eastern Conference. They're feeding off emotion and passion.
There's a goal to play.
Feel it along with the team through the eyes of 24CH.